Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bell to Bell podcast post show, AEW All In 2025, AEW All In Texas. Obviously, you can see I'm very tired as I'm currently recording this while also watching WWE Evolution. It's been a long weekend. If you're a wrestling fan, it's a long-ass weekend. But again, this is DJ Mainstream, voice of the voiceless, patent pending. And I'm here to review AEW All In, share my thoughts and feelings on it, and see where we go from here with AEW, which I think should be some very interesting TV going forward. And also throw in the fact that me, Lee, kind of messed up a few of our own picks, but that's neither here nor there. Let's start off with the way we start the main card off with the Ops defeating, the Death Riders. I honestly believe with the storyline of the Death Riders starting to decline from this alone, we know where this match was going to go. We knew they were going to retain. It's the piece of business afterwards that kind of added to the intrigue of how the World Championship match was going to go on. For weeks, the Ops have been involved in every bit of business that has to do with the World Championship and Jon Moxley, down to even Samoa Joe challenging for said title. Knowing that the end of the match, Gabe Kidd, Claudio Castagnoli, and Willie Yuta were there just to take out Samoa Joe, we knew that means they were not going to get involved in the rest of the evening event at all. This is my thing, what I took away from that match alone. For the Death Rider side, Gabe Kidd, man, I've become a Gabe Kidd fan instantly after his match with Kenny Omega. I feel like he should be primed to be the next ace in a sense in New Japan. I could be wrong, but I like where his trajectory is going. I would love for him to be involved in Forbidden Door in a title spot. What title spot, I'm not sure, but I feel like he should be primed in that section to where he should be that main guy in New Japan Pro Wrestling going forward for years to come. As far as the other side of it with the Ops, I was vehemently wrong. I'll admit that. I believed Hook was going to be involved in some shape, form, or fashion of this match. He was not. But I do think this plays into the storyline now where Hook can easily say, well, yeah, we still Trios champion. I'll take this on because y'all little brothered me, brought in Powerhouse Hobbs with, again, I had no problem with putting Powerhouse Hobbs within the Ops because he had every legitimacy to be involved with anything involving Jon Moxley, especially the way he came into AEW. The point is, after that little interaction Hook did with his little teammates, it turns into a whole situation now where it's like, this is a perfect way to instill Hook back into the storyline with the Ops. Samoa Joe gets injured. He's more than likely doing his media run for season 2 of Twisted Metal. But now, yeah, they should hold on to the titles, insert Hook. Let's carry on. But it gives an intrigue to them now going forward where did they want Hook to come back? Should Hook feel a little way about the whole situation, how they brought Hobbs in? It does add a little intrigue, which I think should maintain with the Trios Championship because those titles should not be buried again. Not saying they were before, but the big surprise here afterwards was the men's Casino Gauntlet match. MJF winning. Oh, man. Listen. I expected this match to go several different ways. But I did not expect MJF winning. You could have gave me anybody else. But MJF winning adds a lot of intrigue on how they do the AEW World Championship, especially 3 matches later what happens with Swerve and Ospreay. I'll get there. MJF winning does make sense because the way I see it is MJF can take that, add to now how he builds going after whoever is the AEW World Champion going forward, but it just adds to the Hurt Syndicate's resume. They have MJF in their stable, and he won the Casino Gauntlet with their assistance in a sense, or their knowledge, their expertise, what have you. I love the thought process here. MJF winning was good. I loved everything I saw with his interactions with Mystico, Mark Briscoe. I'd love to see spitballing Mark Briscoe challenge for the AEW World Championship contract. from MJF. Use that as a title piece. I would love to see that. Um, yeah, I love that match overall. Shout out to Juice Robinson, and I'm hoping, which is the beginning of the return of the Bang Bang Gang, Collision Cowboys, because I'm here for it, man. Clean shaven Juice Robinson is going to take some time to get used to, though. But it was good to see Juice Robinson come back. Next up is uh, Dustin Rhodes, his AEW World Tag Team Champion. His Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship partner, Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia, and Kyle Fletcher for the vacant TNT Championship. Now, it's interesting. We segued from MJF, former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion, his partner, who was TNT Champion at the time, we then find out had to relinquish because he wasn't medically cleared. Now, as of this morning, we found out Fightful Select reported he had a concussion or is in concussion protocols. Um, the way he cried, it felt a lot more serious than just concussion. But understanding that the multitude of injuries this man has had, you understand the gravity, the heaviness of the fact that he just came back. And again, this is me just saying it out there. I have other people who are AEW like casuals in a sense that watch the product in passing and tell me, why does it feel like Adam Cole should have been AEW World Champ? Because he should have been. He should have been. And for him to come back, win the TNT Championship, show up on Collision, wrestle the type, compete for the championship, go against top talent, do commentary as well. It just sucks to see. But the feel good story of Dustin Rhodes. Listen, I love Dustin Rhodes, man. Dustin Rhodes deserves everything under the sun for persevering at his age and still maintaining and wrestling in the many, many decades he's been wrestling. That title has eluded him for 5 years. 5 long years that he's gone after the TNT Championship. He's finally won it. But either this week on Dynamite or this week on Collision, his first title defense should be Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher should win it. Okay? Thanks. Kyle Fletcher, that should have been the Kyle Fletcher's moment. That's what I believe. That should have been Kyle Fletcher's moment to win at AEW All In. But I digress. Kyle Fletcher should be the number one contender still and should challenge it. Which now goes over to Sammy Guevara. Do he start feeling a way about it? I don't know. It's Ring of Honor business, which should become more prominent now, but my focus here is Daniel Garcia. Don't relegate Daniel Garcia back to the back of the line somewhere, please, because he not only ate the pin, he ate the pin twice for the number one contendership and for the actual title itself within a matter of 5 days. I don't want nothing happening to Daniel Garcia, man, with his character. He doesn't do another reset. I feel like he should be still hovering around that TNT Championship. Make his character the person obsessed with winning it again, because championships will do that to you. I don't know, but don't let DG fade off to the existence here because he lost and took the pin, man. Don't. Um, Next match was Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. This match had a stipulation: if Ospreay and Swerve win, the Bucks would give up the EVP title. But if the Bucks won, Swerve and Ospreay couldn't challenge for the AEW World Championship for the year, for an entire full calendar year. I was wrong. I'll take that L. I really thought Ospreay and Swerve would win here. Would lose here. I really thought they were going to lose. I wasn't going to bet against the Bucks. I was wrong. The Bucks losing here, I want to also give a shout out to Jojo Offerman. That was a beautiful rendition of Ain't Nobody, which, if y'all don't know, that is Swerve's original theme song that he used during the Independence. I love that song. That's the reason that song is on my Apple playlist to this day. Love the entrance. Love the Ospreay. Listen, outside of Nyla Rose, I don't know who loves Assassin's Creed more. I guess it'll definitely be Osprey because listen, put Osprey in the next Assassin's Creed game as a bonus character or some shit because his lore of this assassin brings out the best of his entrances. Like I love the Assassin's Creed entrance that he had at All In. Young Bucks being their smug asses, man. I swear, making Justin Roberts read a fake declaration of AEW independence was a nice little touch on their fake boat, but. The ring action was what it was. The physicality was what it was. The storytelling was what it was. Um, I still love what it ended up being. Osprey and Swerve win. It adds on now to MJF, Swerve, Osprey. All now will be still in line for contention for the AEW World Championship. I'm here for it. What happens to the Bucks makes it interesting. I don't know where they go. Maybe after I talk about what happens next, maybe we'll see. Um, well, after this, which I need to state, that women's casino gauntlet match was great. I love seeing the full deep roster come to fruition on that stage. They deserved every bit of that, just like the women of Evolution now that I have in the background right now. Um, they deserve that stage. Uh, Athena winning. I don't care what betting app you use, but Athena winning had to be maybe plus 1,000, plus 1,200 odds to win, and she did. So kudos to our forever champion. Kudos to um, the number one minion in the world, our minion overlord, minion leader, Athena, because I can definitely foresee and vision Athena holding the Ring of Honor and AEW Women's World Championships at the same damn time. I can see it because if she won the contract, I hope that means she's gonna win because she should. I don't care if it's Tony Storm. I don't care if whoever beats Tony Storm. Athena should win it. But I did say, and adding to what I said in the pre-show, Megan Bain showed out as she should. She should remain in title contention. Maybe not AEW World Championship, but I think she should be in the TNT. I'm sorry, the TBS Championship contention. I'm getting there. The next match, the AEW World Tag Team Championship three-way match between the Hurt Syndicate, represented by Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, which dope entrance with Westside Gunn and Smoke Dizza. Westside Gunn, Smoke Dizza, if y'all watching this, please holler at me. I think I have an idea for a track. Legit. Against Jet Speed, Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, and Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. I didn't expect this. Let me say this. I expected Jet Speed to win the way they had their impact over the past week and a half on the Hurt Syndicate. Hurt Syndicate winning, okay. FTR being involved in that decision, cool. That means we're rebuilding the tag team division. Tony Khan mentioned it in the scrum. Hurt Syndicate is the champions. FTR feels a little way. They mentioned on commentary, we have the most wins. We've been winning so far. We've won several times leading up to now this event. We're not even officially on the card because they were on the 0 hour show with a great match again with the Outrunners. Outrunners should also be still within that realm of the AEW tag team tag team championships. So that's another team there. Jet Speed, I can see them staying together, but then I also see Speedball Mike Bailey doing something else. I'll get there as well. I also see Kevin Knight maybe going back for the G1. Maybe if he doesn't, cool. Maybe he has a moment of stepping into the Ring of Honor realm because I like what they did with Mina Shirakawa being in a Ring of Honor, her being interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion. I like that. The piece of business at N kind of shocked me. I mean, I kind of felt the turn coming with Nick Wayne and the Mother Wayne betraying and Kip saying betraying Christian Cage. I did not see the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland being involved. If you would have told me I thought Cope was going to be involved in a men's gauntlet match. Him coming to do this piece of business, and yo, you talk about storytelling. Copeland first comes to AEW, says he wants to get the band back together, hugs Christian Cage, gets all the bromance shit going. Christian Cage says on the mic, "Go fuck yourself." We fast forward to now. Christian picks his mans up and was like, "Go find yourself." I love the piece of business we did here, because now we're telling a story of a possibility of now Christian Cage and Adam Copeland reconnecting this tag team division and them adding with FTR, possibly building up to a big match in September for All Out, which is in Canada. I love to see it. But the thought process of now, we love ourselves Adam Copeland singles run. We love the Christian Cage singles run. But these are the elder statesmen of AEW. We need to keep them preserved and putting them in the tag team ranks and adding the validity of the tag team ranks of AEW. I love what I'm seeing. Let's keep working on that. Well, let's keep building, because now we're about to get us some great piece of TV in that AEW tag team division. Even more so, great piece of TV we got in a 24-minute banger of a storytelling match between Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné. I love Mercedes coming out with a full robe of all the women's names that she beat that she's beaten over the course of time since coming to AEW. I love that. I love that Tony Storm can still play this. She still gives us something new every time with her Timeless character. And I love the Carmen Sandiego mood that she's been giving us leading up until this. Either way, we got our surprise here. There's a lot of people who thought Mercedes was going to win. Not me. Not me. It's time for the Mercedes crash out. I'm not even going to speak on Timeless Tony Storm. She can face whoever the hell she wants to face going forward. It is time for the Mercedes Moné crash out. Megan Baynes should challenge for the TNT Championship, and she should win it. It is time for Mercedes to start losing some of those belts. Not every single one, but enough to where we call back to that piece of business we had earlier in this year where we reported that there was a chance that the Renegade Twins are going to start working with Mercedes. I'm tired of losing. I need help. So why not guide the future and add in the also piece of business of the rumored AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships and let the Renegade Sisters work with the CEO. Start building a boardroom of sorts. Shout out to Kevin Durant. And make that into something and just continue to build on this very stacked, very solid women's division, because again, I don't know who Tony Storm faces next. It does not matter. This was the right call. This was the right call. I'm questionable on the next call of Kazuchika Okada beating Kenny Omega for the AEW Unified Championship. I love the fact that Tony Khan announced on the scrum that the title will be defended under Continental Classic rules. I love that because it maintains the validity of the title of what the Continental Championship was, which is why I like they continuing the lineage of it. But I thought Kenny was going to win this. I don't know where Kenny goes from here. I think that's what Kenny likes, because it adds on the intrigue that now him and the Bucks lost in the same night. So they kind of go off to the distance, maybe. I don't know. Okada winning, the only thing I can think of, Kazuchika Okada winning means that we're going to start that discourse between him and Konosuke Takeshita. It's time to now have Don Callis to run his mouth. Fuck Don Callis, by the way. Run his mouth, and after screwing that 30 plus minute piece of business of 5-star, 6-star classic by helping Okada win the belt, run his mouth to the point of saying, now I have two men who can say they beat Okada. And Fletcher, I'm not Fletcher, Takeshita saying, hold on now, I did it first. I did it in AEW first. Like, hold on. Maybe I should have a chance at that unified championship. And he should. Give me Takeshita versus Okada. Okada's first defense for that unified championship. Which leads us to finishing the story that we needed to finish. Hangman Adam Page beating, with the help of the all the other Death Riders, basically what Leak called the AEW Bloodline Rules Avengers match. The Texas Death match between Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page, what led to Hangman Adam Page winning the AEW World Championship. I do feel like that was the right call. There's many of us who also feel like that was the right call. I do think now with MJF winning the Casino Gauntlet, Hangman Adam Page is going to come out and give us his spiel, his celebration, his big sigh of relief that he won it and he can carry the championship and let it be seen by the masses again, for only it to be interrupted by MJF, for then it to be interrupted by whoever else, Ospreay, Swerve, whoever else is now going to shape that championship and be the main event going forward, especially going forward to now Forbidden Door. Like, we have a murderer's row of challengers coming up for Hangman, and how they go, I don't care. The right man won on Saturday, which leads me to say, Jon Moxley, thank you. Thank you for doing everything you had in your power to be the super heel needed for Hangman to vanquish you. But please, for the love of God, go on vacation, brother. Please take Renee on a vacation. She needs a vacation. You need a vacation. Go do what you need to do, brother. Whatever piece of business you need to do, do it. You're tired. Take the vacation. What happens with the Death Riders, I have no idea. The Young Bucks being involved in that match just makes it even more interesting. Maybe the Death Riders and Young Bucks have a piece of business. I don't know. Jon Moxley deserves a vacation, but we're going to go into a very interesting set of TV going forward in AEW, and I'm here for it. But as far as Bell to Bell goes, click the link in our Instagram bio. If you don't follow us already, that's Bell, the number 2, Bell Pod on Instagram. The link there shows our Cash App and our Buy Me a Coffee link. Please donate to the pod. Myself, Yano, King Leak, and Black Out the Rebel are just 4 men that are four black independent men who are trying to build this podcast into something great. We do have interviews coming soon of professional wrestlers, independent and mainstream. See what I did there? We have other content we want to get out there, other things that we want to do with the podcast, but the only way we can continue to grow is if you help, donate, support. But if you can't do it monetarily, like, subscribe, share, email matches you want us to watch, add to the show by contributing, because we do this for you. Make sure you buy the book, What the Heart Wants, is now on Amazon. Shout out to Minnie Mystico, who's been hanging out with me all weekend. But we are tired, man. Episode 7, the United State of Wrestling, is coming soon. Keep it locked to our YouTube channel. But this has been DJ Mainstream, the voice of the voiceless, and this has been the Bell to Bell. Yeah, I'm tired.